Yeah. Welcome everybody.
Hey, what's up, baby? It's Big
Woo.
Franco G and Nephew Ooh. Woo! We coming to you live from Humble Park, Chicago, man. Listen, I want to thank all you beautiful people from the bottom of our hearts, my heart and our hearts, for tuning in to last week's The Chicago Show, episode 1. But here we are with episode 2. Hey, listen, everyone who's tuning in, I just want to remind you to make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, Franco the Don. I do everything on my channel, but this show, the Chicago Show, will be airing weekly. This is going to be a weekly show. Man, we got some good feedback, some good responses. Some people got in their feelings, like, they weren't feeling what I was saying, but hey. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone got one, motherfucker.
Here we go. Hey, for real.
Hey, so man. Nephew, what's the first topic we got going on this week on
Man,
episode 2? Deuce.
Man, life been so good. I've been feeling like talking about the state of the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Man. I know on my mind has been like, bro, I'm a big NBA fan. So
we NBA crazy. We Chicago crazy. It's the Chicago show.
This is touchy right here, though, man. What you think about Billy Donovan, and should he be fired? Should he stay the course? What you think about his progression? And I'll tell you mine's after that.
Okay, real quick. I just want the world to know and people to know, especially our Chicago hometown fans, the Chicago Bulls are the third most winningest franchise in NBA history. Do y'all know that only the Celtics and the Lakers have more championships than the Chicago Bulls? Right. Obviously, we know that we got all 6 titles in an 8-year span from 91 to 98 with the greatest player in the history of any sport, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT of all GOATs. We talked about that last week. But people act, this is what bothers me, nephew. Our hometown fans, they act like the Bulls trash or something. They're like, the Bulls. No, y'all Bulls. I'm like, bro, the Bulls are the fucking third most winningest franchise. Right. Yes, I get it. It was, condensed in the 90s. Yeah. But still, let's not act like we're the fucking Detroit Lions of the NBA.
Right. I say the same about the Bears too. Man, I know you think different.
Even though Detroit even though Detroit played great this year, they did. Their coach fucked up their chances. Hey, the guy's a great coach. He coached a bad game.
The reason they were there was because of him, because they
got a good roster.
The heart out of them.
Okay,
out of a bunch of guys that was what were they? Before they went on their run last year, they were like
2 years ago. They were really bad for a long time.
I think they won.
They were pretty good when they had Calvin Johnson and Stafford. But let's get back to the Bulls. We don't want to get too crazy off topic.
See, with my picture of Billy Donovan this year, hands down, one of the top coaches. I'm not gonna give him Coach of the Year, but to take away Zach LaVine, to again not have Lonzo Ball, to be coaching Kobe White into a superstar, not an all-star. He's going to be a superstar, that kid. You know what I'm saying? That deserves some order of credit. If you're going to have the MIP, most valuable, most improved player, on your team.
He's on track for that. I will give him that. White, right? Well, what about, I don't know, maybe Tyrese Halliburton, but he was good already last year. So it probably is Kobe White.
And you see what happened. Everybody saw what happened. It was in bright lights.
Yes.
They were not playing the way Billy wanted to. Billy got a little upset, I guess, in the whatever, and now they're playing the way Billy wants to. And anytime anybody's not playing the way Billy wants to, he's going to take them out of the game. And Billy is controlling that team. I know, they started off bad, so it's hard to say, Coach of the Year or anything like that, because they were in such a hole. They were in such a hole, but they have dug themselves out of that hole. They have beat some of the top teams. They have came out against the Philadelphias. They've come out against some of the better teams in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? So Billy deserves some credit.
Okay, listen. You do make some valid points because Lonzo Ball and LaVine been out, but
Lonzo been out a long time. So
I respect your opinion. Y'all, my brother nephew here, he's very much an advocate for all the Chicago teams and the players.
Hey, I'm a homer.
I'm an asshole.
Simpson.
I want to win.
I'm such a homer. They put Simpson.
I want to win. I want to get another ring. Okay, I respect what you're saying, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Billy Donovan has got to go. He needs to be fired. I don't give a shit. He's been here for how many years now?
They won like 13 of their last.
I don't
17
care. We're not going
games.
no. Do you think we're going somewhere this year? If we
I
make the
think we're
playoffs, we
gonna-
lose it in the first round, 100%.
I promise we're
There's
going
no
to
way
the
we're
playoffs.
beating anybody in the playoffs.
There's
'Cause
no
if
way we miss the playoffs. There's no way
we're going to be on the
playoffs.
fringe.
The way
We're going to be
playing
an
right now-
a 7 or 8 seed, no matter what.
In the
No
way,
matter what, the 7 or 8 seed is the best we could do.
the way we've been playing the
No.
last month and a half or so,
Listen,
we're
y'all.
going to the playoffs.
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it real. Billy Donovan is a college coach. He needs to go back to college where he was winning the national championships with the Florida Gators, with Joakim Noah, with all those great players. They won back-to-back titles. What did he do? Okay, the Oklahoma City Thunder. When he was there, they had Russell Westbrook, and they were playing great, and they were making it far. That's cool. But since he got to the Bulls, we have never even been competitive in a first-round playoff series. We lost in the first round every time we made the playoffs, and we only won one game. It's 4-1. It's 4-1. What seed are we in right now? The 9th seed?
we're in the 9th seed. We would go into the playoff game.
And there's no
play-in
guarantee we're gonna
tournament.
win that because we're gonna have to play who's in the 7 and the 8, the Magic and the Heat.
Magic and Heat.
If we play the Heat, we're gonna lose just like we lost last year.
Yeah, last year was tough.
We lost to the Heat. That was a tough matchup. But the
And-
bottom line is we shouldn't be in the 8 or the 9 seed. That's the problem.
Well,
Every
wait, wait,
year.
wait, wait.
That's 3 years
But-
in a row.
But think about this. We started off so bad. Now we're winning.
So whose fault is that?
We're winning at
Zach LaVine wasn't hurt in the beginning.
We're winning at a 70% clip now, though.
We got
Because
high.
Billy,
We're creeping
because
up on
Billy
teams.
changed the game.
I would say because of Kobe White we're winning, not because of Billy Donovan.
Because Billy changed the
And
format.
Well, he should have been starting. Andre Drummond should be starting too, because that guy's a fucking monster. We play better with him on the court. Vucevic doesn't play defense. Hey, okay. Listen, trade everyone, get high draft picks, rebuild the team. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay.
Because no matter
Give me 1 second. The Bulls with Kobe White, Vucevic, and DeMar DeRozan combined for 90 points last game.
Okay, that's one game, nephew.
And bro came off. Andre Drummond came off the bench and still had 18.
Listen,
and
I will admit this.
He had
He
18
got bad
rebounds
luck
and
with
18
Alonzo
rebounds.
Ball being
18
injured for
points.
3 fucking years. But the bottom line is, Arturis, break the team up. This is not a championship competing team. We can't even get higher than the 9th seed with all these star players. I don't care what excuse it is. It's been 3 years that we've had DeRozan, Vucevic, and Levine, and we've never won more than one game in the fucking playoffs, and we're in the 8 or 9 seed every goddamn year. I'm over it. I'm done with it. We could be trying to get draft. We need to get a new high draft picks. What are we doing? All these guys are old. They're all old.
Who's old? The
Build
Bulls are one
around
of the
Kobe
youngest
White.
teams in the
Hey,
league.
listen, the Bulls traded Laurie Market, and now he's an all-star. He was an all-star last year, and he's still
You
averaging
can't
20.
give up on the guys too quick. Any
Hey,
of them.
bro.
Look.
DeRozan and Vucevic are 35 years old.
Okay, that brings me to a different question too.
What?
What do you think the state of Pat Williams is going to be? I mean, he's injured now, so we know he's not on the team right now. But what do you think?
In my
his
opinion,
future's gonna
Pat
be?
Williams as a number 4 pick in the draft, to this point in his career, he's a bust.
Okay,
I don't care what no one
Okay,
says.
draft pick aside, as an NBA player,
I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of his game. He doesn't try. He's good on defense, but on offense, he can hit a 3 sometimes. He don't look like he know what he's doing.
But like the week
He
before
could
he
be
got
good.
injured, he was on a tear.
He's had a few good games,
He
man,
was
but
doing
I don't
some
know.
good guys.
Hey, listen,
I mean, he can't be
Pat
the
Williams,
all-star.
I hope you prove me wrong, because Kobe White, he never was as good as he is now, so
See-
maybe you could develop. Hey, if you want to do that, get rid of all the old people, and let's see what... Listen, how about this, nephew? Let's get rid of all the old guys,
Who's the old guys,
Vucevic, DeRozan, and Levine, and let's see what
Those guys
Pat
are
Williams can
young.
do if he given the right opportunities.
Maybe DeRozan's old, but
How old is
Vooch
Levine
is
now?
28.
Who?
Levine like 25, 26.
No, he's not. Are
How
you
old is-
crazy? Look it up. He's
Hey
elite.
Siri, how old is Zach Levine?
Zach Levine is close. He's at least 29, 30 years
28
old.
28 years old.
He's going
That's
on
young.
29.
He's young.
Okay, if you want to, he looks like he's not interested in playing with the Bulls. He looks
hasn't
like he was
played
looking.
with us for the last like 3 months. So
Listen,
how
I
you
like
even bringing his
Levine.
name
I like
up?
DeRozan.
He ain't on the team right now.
I like
he
Levine.
been
I like
sitting.
DeRozan, but the problem with these guys is we are not good. The team isn't good. For the quality of star players that we have, the Bulls should be no excuse in the top 4 seeds, top 6 seeds. We've never got past the 7 or the 8 seed any year. That's 3 years now. It's just like Justin Fields. 3 years. I've seen enough. I don't
But out
want to
of the
see
last-
it. I don't want to see it no more. Get rid of everyone. Go for new players.
I don't
Keep
think
Kobe
you're,
White
I don't
and
think you've been watching it because
bro. Just because
after 20 games, the last 20 games, we won about like 17 of those last 20 games.
I don't think that's
We've
accurate,
been-
but it doesn't
we've
matter
been in
because
it
it doesn't matter because the
What's
first
our-
20 games
what's our
count.
record?
So they're not going to take away the first 20 games when we were 3-17 or whatever the fuck it was. So the Bulls are like, we're not going nowhere. Our best case scenario is sneak in the back end of the first in the play-in tournament and win one game in the fucking playoffs, and then we're eliminated again, and we're missing out on lottery picks. We could be getting in the lottery. Instead, we're just keeping the same players and not going no. It's repeating the cycle. What did we do from last year to change? Fucking nothing. We're the same exact team. We're back in the 8 or 9 seed. We're gonna get blown out in the first round by either Milwaukee or Philadelphia. Well, Embiid might be out or whoever that who's the other top team in the East?
We had some close games with Milwaukee. We won.
Boston.
We won one. They won
Bro,
one.
okay, but if
With
it's the
Milwaukee.
playoffs, we're gonna smoke us.
Oh.
The playoffs is a different game.
Yeah,
The
it is.
Bulls are not competing with these teams in the playoffs. You know that. You know that.
Dan Time is one of my favorite players, so I ain't taking nothing.
I mean, I'm just
I
keeping
ain't-
it real. The Bulls are
and-
not.
And same with Giannis.
If you're looking at the players we have compared to the wins we're producing, it's not. Like Billy Donovan should be fired. I don't give a fuck. He needs to go back to college. They need to trade.
I'm saying Coach of the Year. You're
trade
going with fired.
Hey, that's why it's a show. That's why it's the Chicago show. The Bulls. The Bulls.
Already.
Hey, man, you know what? I think I've had enough of that one. I'm thinking.
Hey.
Hey, all y'all, please comment when we post these clips. Comment and tell me how y'all feel, and I will rebuttal y'all.
Man, hey, who are some of the players out of this new era of basketball and like people that you like to watch? Maybe not your top 5, but just a couple of the younger
Hey,
guys.
listen, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the NBA has moved into a new era. The LeBron, the Steph Curry era
Gone.
looks to KD. It looks to be over.
Maybe
okay?
Steph's still in
Steph
this new
might
era.
have a chance.
He might be the leading
The
guy. of
Lakers
the next
ain't
era.
going nowhere. LeBron, it's great. You're still averaging 25, and you're going to get the career scoring record. I mean, you're going to improve on that, make it more and more better. But the fact is, you're not winning, my brother, unless you get traded or something. Like the Lakers,
Come to the
you're
Bulls.
not going nowhere. You're not go. You lucky to make the playoffs, and you might win one round in the playoffs because the way the West is set up, the Lakers can beat a team like Minnesota in the first round. They will beat them if they play because
Like Minnesota. Well, we
'cause
just beat Minnesota too.
Well, it's the playoff
The
style
Bulls
of game.
beat
The veterans
Minnesota.
are going to win. That's just how it
But
goes.
it took OT to beat Minnesota
But
last game.
yeah, so who? My top. I think a lot of people that watch me on Facebook and other my other social medias, they know I'm a huge Luka Doncic fan.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic. Hey, I got a bar in one of my freestyles. Your music garbage moved through Gotham like I'm Luka Doncic. What?
What
Hey,
about Shea
that-
Gilgeous? You fucking with him?
SGA's
That's
tough.
my boy,
So
that's
right
my
now,
boy.
to me, the number one player in the world, for me,
Luka.
just off of who's the best player, to me, is
Who's
Luka. I got Luka as the best player in the world. I know he don't got the MVPs yet. They gave it to Joker. I'm not a big Joker guy. I'm not a big Denver Nuggets guy.
See,
I lost a bunch of money betting on Miami last year. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So I'm a little bit biased. I'm anti-Denver, but I got Luka as number one. Embiid was clearly in that conversation as number one and number two, and to the point of his injury. But I'm hearing he has a torn meniscus, so he's gonna be out probably the rest of the season.
Yeah, so
Hey, prayers up for you, Joel Embiid, one of the best players in the new era.
the process.
Yeah, man. Trust the process. I wish you a speedy recovery, my brother. But who else do I got? I got those two at the top, and then you still gotta have. Then you gotta go come SGA. Shea Gilgeous Alexander gotta be number 3. You got Luka. You got Joel. You get SGA. Okay. And then I'm gonna keep it real. People are gonna think I'm crazy. You might think I'm crazy. I'm already putting Wemby in that conversation.
Oh yeah.
Wemby's for sure a
Wemby.
top 10 player in the
I was
NBA
just
right
gonna
now.
ask you about Wemby and what you think
bro.
of his development and what you think.
Hey,
he's
we gonna
be.
get to this. I want y'all to listen to me real fucking closely. I've been on this. You can look at my post from Facebook in the preseason on Twitter. You could go look at me on Twitter so you know I'm not bullshitting. Victor Wembanyama is gonna be a top 5 player in the history of in the NBA. Top 5 or higher. He has the potential to be the GOAT of basketball. He is the first player we've ever seen in my book. LeBron could have been it, but he didn't make it. He's not the GOAT. But I'm talking about better than Michael Jordan. I say Wemby. First of all, Wemby is the best teenager that we've ever seen. He is absolutely better than LeBron was rookie year.
Better than Luka?
When he was a rookie, yes. Because y'all got to understand, Wemby leads the NBA in blocks, and he leads the NBA for any player, not rookies, in blocks, and he also leads in blocks plus steals calculated together as one stat. So he's first team all defense already, and he's only averaging 28 minutes per game. So if you magnify his minutes to a normal start player, which is like 34 to 37, if you were doing that for Wemby, he would be averaging 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks right now.
They do seem like they're cutting his minutes and playing him.
Well, I think they're tanking because they want to get another draft pick. You know? Listen, Wemby, I'm a huge fan. You're the future of the NBA. It's time we let go. I know it's hard. Listen, everybody, I know it's hard. Y'all love LeBron. Y'all love these guys. Hey, it's over. It's over.
That being
said, it's
a
new era.
That being said, when Wemby came out and everybody's talking this, I was like, wait, I heard this before. I've been in this seat before. I seen this happen when everybody was talking about LeBron. And we gave him this king title, and we gave him, people crowned him the first day he walked in, and he went to 10 straight, right? Or something like that, 9 straight.
He went to 8 straight finals, but, they had a freaking loaded super team beating up on terrible competition in the Eastern Conference.
I'm not going to get into the semantics of that.
Yeah, come on. But he better have made the finals. That's all I got to say. They were drastically better than any team they played.
But what I'm saying is Wemby is getting this same hype. He's getting this same thing. And I said, when I first seen LeBron, I was like, man, he's a hyped up mailman. What's his name?
Karl Malone. His body type is like, he looks a lot like Malone.
But he's got more skill. I was wrong.
He got more skill than Karl Malone. But they look similar. Yeah. They're a little bit robotic. They're a little bit.
Exactly.
It's not the most prettiest game. He don't got the beautiful game like KD and Michael Jordan and Kobe. He's got a little. He could dunk on. He's more powerful, more stronger. He's a better passer, though. LeBron got the passing.
This is what I was thinking. Sean Kemp, Karl Malone,
Yeah, he's something like that, but he's got a little bit more skill than those guys as far as...
He surpassed them for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's in the top 10 all time.
But Wemby...
Probably top 5 LeBron. Like, number 5 is where I got him around.
Wemby was harder to put another player on.
We ain't never seen.
Is there a player that you think Wemby could mount up to quickly in his career? Like, can be there maybe by the next 5 years without having a complete career?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna talk Wemby in the first 5 years. I think he's gonna be considered a top 10 prospect. I mean, center of all time in history. He's gonna be up there with like.
So no. Compare him to a player like I would say maybe a KG, because when KG came, it was like we never seen a center crossover. We never, and then he was like, "Don't call me a center. I'm 6'12". I'm 6'13". I ain't 7'1". Type shit.
But we've never seen nothing like Wemby, man. The guy's playing like a guard. He's 7'5".
Yeah. He nutmegged a couple guys.
He's got the handle. He's got the passing. He's got the jumper. He's got a pure pull-up jumper. He is the total package. He's like the Monstars in the Space Jam movie that went against Jordan in Space Jam. He's like one of those Monstar guys.
He's a fucking alien. That we created.
Wemby is an alien. He's not a unicorn. He's literally one of one, an absolute alien. He's gonna be the best defensive player in the league already by next year.
That's for sure.
He might be right now.
That's for sure.
Like, I just saw something. He's got more blocks and steals than Gobert did for one of the whole years when he got defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Already when there's still 30 games left.
Van Vliet, I think is close to tie with him, or something like that.
I don't know about that,
but I had to check that up too. I don't know for sure. But that all that being said, what do you think about the Warriors, man? What's going through their mind? I know that's the old era. That's the old era.
Is the Warriors dynasty over? My heart's telling me no, but my head's telling me yes.
Damn, R. Kelly singing right now.
I'm a huge Steph Curry fan. I do have him ranked slightly, just one spot higher than LeBron all time. I have him right there, him and Magic Johnson, 4 and 5 all time. I got LeBron right after those guys. I think the Warriors, they have some young guys and they have Clay, CP3. They got guys they could pull a big trade with. So I'm not gonna say they're quite finished yet, based on the fact they have Clay, they have Kuminga, they have Moody, they have CP3. These 4 guys, you could get something if you want to. If they want to do what LeBron does every year and make a big trade, they got the pieces.
Yeah, but
They gotta make a move. Right, I'm gonna say this right now. Presently constructed, the Warriors are not going nowhere. They'll make the playoffs, but they're probably gonna lose in the second round like last year. But if they make a trade, they get rid of CP3. I don't think that
But
I don't think that's gonna work out. CP3, he's never won anything. He's never been a great postseason performer, and he always gets injured. The guy's injury prone. And he's old.
Did you think the same thing when everybody counted them out like 2 years ago?
No, I picked them to win. I picked them. You could go back on my post.
No, I'm not saying you did. I was asking you.
No, I picked them to win when they got Andrew Wiggins and they won the title in was it 2022, I picked them. I would say this, when the playoffs started before the first round, I told everyone I'm picking the Warriors to win it all. And they won it all. So I'm not like Steph Curry. Steph Curry is not done. He's still like the same guy. They just need to get rid of Klay Thompson. They got to. They got to let Klay go. They got to trade someone else. They need a tall guy to go.
What's that white boy with the red
I don't know how to say his name. He's a rookie, I think. Podzimik or something. I don't. Hey, forgive me. I don't know how to say the guy's name.
Yeah, no, I know he's
decent.
Good,
the white dude's decent. I don't know
how
to
to say
his
Chicago,
name. He's got some Polak name. I don't know how to say it. Forgive me.
I was gonna say Potapinski, but I didn't want to mess it up, so I was gonna let you go.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Like I said, right now the Warriors look to be done, but I want to say there is a space where they can make a trade if they make the right trade. I would love to see Steph Curry get to play with an elite big man that can shoot and spread like a guy kind of like LeBron's got AD. If you give Steph Curry AD, the Warriors are gonna win the finals right now. I don't give a damn. If you give Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, and you trade, I don't care if you trade.
If he can stay healthy.
Listen. Trade Klay Thompson, CP3, Draymond, and Kuminga. 4 of those guys for AD. The Warriors they're going to win it all. That's my prediction. If they could get AD, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you give Steph Curry AD, the Warriors are going to win the freaking title right now.
Realistically.
Right now.
We got, 10 more days or 9 more days to the deadline, to the trade deadline?
I think it's something like that. We'll see.
Close.
Hey,
it's close.
Warriors, the general manager, you need to make a trade. Steph Curry deserves a chance. He still got it. Let's move on.
Yeah. All right, man. Back to the hip hop. It's our world, our life.
We love hip hop in Chicago, man. So we're gonna talk about the top 5 dead or alive rappers of all time. This is a tough one for me, man. This is a tough one, and there's a lot to be said. And my list is probably different than most people's because all of my lists, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. I don't just go with what everyone else says. Yeah. I make my own assessments, and then I tell you the truth from my heart. And that's who Franco G is. Facts. Big Franco G. Okay?
Facts. I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to say, Tupac lead the way, Kanye number 2, Big L number 3, Big Pun number 4, or swap those 2, maybe 2 and 4. Those two are interchangeable for me. And to round off the top 5,
You don't got Eminem?
Eminem ain't in my top 10.
You don't, for real?
I got Mighty Most Def ahead of Eminem. Okay. Not that Eminem ain't the best word.
Smith?
No, he's not a wordsmith. He's a word user. He's the best word user.
Rhymer.
He's the best word rhymer. He's the best.
But
hands
still,
down,
those first 3 albums, he was making classic music, hip-hop music. His first 3 albums.
In a rhyme battle, he cannot lose.
No, he can rap. He can rhyme better
than
anybody.
Potato with my navel, got a halo. In the stable with the horses, of course, it's malicious, but
orange. Orange in the Porsches. Don't force it. I put it in storage.
Right. So some of the stuff just takes, I'm a rapper myself, so there's deeper meaning to some of the stuff
the content.
That's why I like Ye so
But
much.
like I said, his first 3 albums, he was making more meaningful music.
He was one of
He
my
got
top
away
five
from that, and he
all
tried
my
to
life, and then
he
he's
tried to complicate his style so much.
somewhere down the line, I changed a little bit on my view of what I was actually liking and what like I love Most Def. Some people don't like him. You
Most
know what I'm
Def is
saying?
dope.
But something about it, like I put it on and boom, like I
You
love
like real hip
I
hop
love
shit, like
I
real hip hop.
like I love Big L like
Big
that.
L had bars, but he
Bars,
never
bars.
made it to the
You know,
big
well
levels.
he
You
died
know what I'm
before he
saying?
could. That's why it's
But just
dead
off
or
of
alive.
skill alone, like
Dead
he
or
got
alive.
he got skill, like he up there
Yeah.
with the skill. Okay, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is my heart of hearts, true, honest opinion, and it's for more than one reason. Number one, all time, the GOAT of hip hop to me is Lil Wayne. I don't give a fuck. Not only does he have, can he rap the best? Like if you just lock someone in a room and you just take song structure out of it, like hooks and everything, if you just say who can rap the best, it's Lil Wayne to me. He can rap better than anybody. He got the best flow, the best punchlines, the best metaphors. He can put the most words together, and he proved that in all those the dedications and the droughts where he was just rapping on everybody's beats and just obliterating everyone on their own fucking songs for years and years and years. But this is the overpowering reason why I say Wayne's the GOAT. Because his influence and impact on the culture of hip hop and the urban community. Nobody was rocking dreads and face tats. This man, every gang member, all the gang members across the whole United States are all emulating Lil Wayne. They're copying Lil Wayne. Weezy F Baby. He made it cool to rock dreads. He made it cool to have face tats. He was the first rapper to use auto-tune and rap. He started everything.
Yeah, but
He's the originator. Everyone copied Wayne.
I was a Chicago kid. I'm 41 years old. I was a Chicago kid back when Dennis Rodman was doing all of that. But not the dreads, but he had crazy hair. He had all the face tats. He did all of that stuff.
Nobody
too.
was trying to be like Dennis Rodman, bro.
Bro,
He was
Lil Wayne said he was trying to be like Dennis Rodman.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he didn't say it before.
I haven't heard that, but I see what you're saying. But I'm talking
But,
about who. But no one like the gangs did not start rocking dreads and face tats because
no.
They did that because of Lil Wayne.
The gangs wasn't doing it.
They did that because of Wayne. Let's just call it was.
Yeah,
And to me, he can rap better than everybody. There's people that have better like catalogs of music of who can make better songs and more meaningful songs. But if you combine this rap skill with the impact that he had and the longevity that he's had, to me, if you incorporate all three of those things I just mentioned, you got to put him at number one. You just got to.
The only reason why I can't put him at number one is because I heard the Gilly the Kid stuff and then all of that stuff.
But the thing is, Gilly the Kid don't got punchlines. And Lil Wayne raps punchlines, so I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong.
I don't believe it. He might have helped him with a couple lines and some delivery.
Don't get me wrong though. Wayne is still it's like I said in one of my own raps. I said my hip hop is Wayne, T.I. and Big L. That's my like style.
Okay, well let me get back to it. So I gave y'all the reasons. I got number two. I got Tupac. This is something that obviously his catalog is impeccable. He's got so many fucking songs.
Already.
And what Tupac, obviously the impact on the culture, he's right there with Lil Wayne. He has the biggest impact. I mean, the guy's been dead since 1990. Rest in peace, Tupac, the great Tupac Amari Shakur. He's been dead since I was in 95 or 96. 96. And the kids that are growing up now, they still know about Tupac. Yeah. He's going to last forever, no matter what. Tupac, his legacy and his legendary status will be carried on through generation. And this is one thing that I like to point out that a lot of people don't realize. Tupac has multiple songs where this content, the subject matter of the song has never been done before or duplicated. It can't be. When you got Brenda's Got a Baby, right. When you got Keep Your Head Up, when you got I Ain't Mad at You, Dear Mama, these songs are one of classic. One as far as real hip hop content, subject matter, what the song is about. This is what Kanye was doing.
Because it was his life that can't be duplicated because he's really like seeing this shit in real life.
Like Kanye had Hey Mama, he really copied that from Tupac.
Yeah.
He changed Dear Mama to Hey Mama. Remember he had Hey Mama.
I know
I act a fool. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, that's why it's Pac then Ye for me.
He got that from Tupac,
Because we know where Ye got his influence. Because all of Chicago was like
I hear some people try to disrespect Tupac and say he wasn't the greatest actual rapper. I disagree with that. If you go listen to this song, if you listen to My Ambitions as a Writer,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
this man is rapping the
Right.
skill that he's rapping with on Ambitions as a Writer. People nowadays ain't even fucking with that. You gotta find like a Kendrick Lamar to. I'm talking about the skill that he's flowing with on that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna F with me. Hey, but not even that. He's harmonizing. Then he starts rapping fast. Like he's going crazy.
Oh, yeah,
He's spazzing the fuck out.
He the
So
godfather.
anyone who questions the greatness of Tupac's skill, go listen to some Ambitions as a Writer, and he will blow your fucking mind. That's a song that I will bang to the death of me. You know what I'm saying? That's a record I'm gonna bang to the death of me.
Who you got at number 3?
Woo! Number 3, I got Eminem.
Eminem.
I got Eminem. And listen, I know a lot of the kids
The
and the
rhyme
new people,
father himself.
They have been they're
He's the GOAT of his own category. Like,
let me say this, nephew. A lot of you guys and you kids out there growing up and people that weren't there when Eminem was in his prime, and you're like, oh, this shit's trash. This is lame. Y'all got to call him the GOAT. Bro, go listen to his first 3 albums. Go listen to Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, and The Eminem Show. And that shit will blow your fucking mind. It'll blow your doors off. And if you play any of 3 of those albums, every song, every bar, every word, every chorus, up against anything of all time, he's right there with anybody all time. Yeah. He wasn't rapping all crazy and fast. He wasn't rapping a million words in 1 second. He was making real music, but doing it slick with punchlines, with metaphors, with bars. And he was rapping at more like a real hood rapper pace. At some point, he switched his style. That's cool. I'm not saying that. And another one, I don't want to leave this out, the 8 Mile soundtrack. Go listen to the 8 Mile soundtrack. That man is rapping circles around motherfuckers. So, yes, if you're going off his new music, I understand why people kind of have a convoluted view of who Eminem actually is as a rapper. Well, all you kids out there, go listen to his first 3 albums, and then ask yourself, is Eminem one of the GOATs? I know a lot of people.
He's definitely in my top 10.
I mean, if you going off who can rap, like he's right there with Lil Wayne, is who can rap the best. He's incredible at rap. At just who can rap the best. Yeah. He's just up there at the top. Okay, so that's my 3. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck what color he is, the man from Detroit or Kansas City, whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He from America and he grew up poor, which makes him part of hip hop.
Rhyme GOAT.
Yeah, like you can't listen, y'all. Listen to me.
You got your own category.
You the GOAT of it. Hold on. I've heard this out there in the internet world. You guys say Eminem shouldn't be considered part of hip hop because he's get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. But are you telling me Eminem's not part of hip hop, but Drake is? Drake grew up in a rich suburb in the suburbs of Toronto. He was part of a Disney show. Never had to struggle for anything. You can't say Drake's hip hop and Eminem's not. You can't. I should say this. You can't say Eminem is a guest in the house of hip hop unless you say Drake. Like Eminem's more part of hip hop than Drake will ever be. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't give a fuck if he's white, yellow, brown, red, black. I don't give a fuck. Eminem came from nothing. He made it as a true hip-hop rapper, MC battle. He represents the essence of real hip-hop. He was a battle rapper that blew up and made it. He's the only one that this ever happened to. Come on, man.
All due respect, though, Drake was an R&B artist who tried our craft and mastered it. See, so it's like
I'm just saying.
It's like that wasn't his original craft, and he came and stepped all over it.
I'm talking about his background, like how he was raised. He was raised in the suburbs in Toronto, Canada.
I get what you're saying.
And then he was an actor on a Disney show.
I don't believe none of these guys grew up the way they say they grew up. Not exactly like they grew up. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You know when you're from the trenches, you could tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's somebody in the eyes. Hey, that's the top 3. We got Wayne at number 1. We got Tupac at number 2. Boom. We got Eminem at number 3. Bam. Number 4, I'm going long live, rest in peace to Earl Simmons, DMX. That's who I got in my top 5. I got number 4, DMX, and I don't give a fuck what no one says. DMX is a better rapper than Jay-Z. He makes better music.
I put him at my 5 because I only said 4.
You put DMX in there? Nephew.
And I met him, and I used to be signed. Well, not signed, but I was ready to be signed with the Nero Records. And Kato was the one that was doing it with DMX and stuff like that.
No doubt,
we used to drive around in the, the vans with the spinners and all that shit back in the day with the rap.
I
song.
got DMX for a number of reasons. For one, I saw him live in concert.
Me too.
He had the best live performance I've ever seen in my life.
Me too.
This man will do prayers. He'll have people crying. He'll throw his shirt off in the middle of the show, have girls crazy. There's so many layers to him. He was such a real motherfucker. And he was one of the first rappers to really sing. He would do the harmonies and then he'll rap aggressive. Like he was completely flipping it. Because he was rapping,
He came off a show one time and I went to the back of the room.
Set him down, open up shop. Oh, whoa. That's how Rough Riders roll. Yeah. And he was rapping aggressive. And then what was
he was humble too.
And then he was singing.
He just talked to regular people.
Either let me fly or get me death. Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't lie, I'm gonna die any day. Hey, shout out to DMX. Top 4. He's in my top 4. He is on my personal Mount Rushmore of hip hop. The man, and oh my God, let's not leave this out. The performance of his acting performance in the movie Belly is one of the most powerful performances in urban culture history, just across the board. Like that's up there with Bishop and Juice. Tupac, Bishop, and Juice. Next, you got DMX.
I never heard anybody say that, but
you don't think so?
I know I never heard nobody say that.
Oh,
I'm saying like you're the first person I ever heard say.
Tommy Buns and Belly. Put him up there with Tupac as an actor. DMX got it like that.
Out of rap actors, yeah,
I'm just saying
him, Will Smith.
Well, no, I'm not. We ain't gonna talk about Will Smith. Come on, man. I'm talking about fucking hood street guys. We don't,
He's from Philly though, born and raised on the West Side.
But hey, shout out to Will Smith. No disrespect.
Hey,
I love.
I grew up.
I love Bad
Boys.
Boys. Yeah. Bad Boys is one of the greatest film series of all time, and I'm looking forward to the Bad Boys Part 4. I hope it's Part 4.
I'm just saying.
Has there been 3? Has there been 3?
Ooh, we gotta have a category like that. Rapper to actor. Next.
Hey, look out for that in the future. Look out.
Tune
into the Chicago show. Don't forget to subscribe. But listen, I got one more.
Who's your 5th?
Number 5. This is a tough one, man. I'm on like. It's between 2, it's between 3, but I gotta agree with you, my brother. Since we a humble park, land of the Boricuas, big fucking Punisher. Big fucking Punisher. Hey, man, big pun.
I was wondering if you was
people
gonna
out
make
there,
your list.
go listen to Capital Punishment.
Listen. It's not us being biased.
Capital Punishment is the
most
vicious lyrical assassination that's ever taken place on a fucking record.
Period.
From start to finish, this man is fucking mind-blowing. Oh, speaking of mind-blowing, what does he say? He says,
he says so much. What don't he say?
From Rama to Rama, man, what he's on that Shadow My Dreams.
So bad at your team.
He's got a bar. Listen to y'all. Like sometimes when I rhyme, I blow my own mind like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Do you hear what that man said?
Yeah,
sometimes he said, "Oh, I got it. I remember." Franco, hey, pun, I got you, G.
Yeah.
I got you, G. Listen, a man of honor, one that wanna match my kind of persona. Sometimes when I rhyme, I blow my own mind like Nirvana. What the fuck? That shit came out in the mid-late 90s. A man of honor, one that wanna match my kind of persona. Sometimes when I rhyme, I blow my own mind like Nirvana.
That's the same way he'd be like, "I'd rather do pizza deliveries than."
That's a different song.
Oh, okay.
Listen, of all you kids out there and anyone who loves hip hop, go listen to Capital Punishment by Big Punisher, the one and only, the best Hispanic rapper of all time. But I got him top 5 of all time, hands down. Number 5, Big Pun.
Nobody can rap like
who can rap the best? Oh my God, he's in the top conversation. He's right there with Lil Wayne and Eminem. And listen. I got Nicki right there in that conversation too.
If we had to say girls and add one girl.
Listen, Nicki, I love you. Nicki, I would put you in that conversation for top 5 all time. Nicki Minaj, I got you right there with Pun and DMX for that 5th slot. So, shout out to Nicki. The new album is incredible. I love you, Queen. Just want to get that out there.
Yeah, all time.
But yeah, you got anything you want to add to that top 5 dead or alive? Hey, real quick, shout out to Jadakiss, because when you said top 5 dead or alive, and that's just off of 1 LP, that shit stood the test of time, and now we're saying that as a topic. I don't have you in the top 5, but I respect anyone who does have you in that top 5, Jadakiss. Shout out to Jada. Aha!
Hey, see, Jada would be in my top 5 of underground type rappers. See if there was categories, because this
Well,
is dead or
you
alive.
got Big L, and he's more underground.
Nah, but Big
he
L
was more underground.
Big L
He didn't really make it to the mainstream.
He meant something to me
Personally.
personally, like the way I developed my own style and the way I learned, and when I heard him and how it intrigued me to be the artist that I became. You know, I mean, Nas already had molded me. Nas already was like already had his whole hand, but Big L gave me this shock treatment that Nas didn't have.
No doubt.
AZ had a little bit more of it than Nas did, but Nas was more like, you know how Nas raps. Everybody knows.
Nas the truth.
I grew
he
up
up there, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want to put Jay-Z up there. I don't have Jay-Z. I would have him like 9th or 10th. That's just me personally. I would have Kanye and Nicki ahead of Jay-Z.
See, Jay,
I would have Nas ahead of Jay-Z too.
Jay taught me a lot too, because when it comes to the grind and how I hustle and how I think of my mentality.
As far as the business aspect, he's number one, and he's right there with Lil Wayne like as far as longevity. Him and Wayne got the best longevity. But just
once we put that in the category,
his
this
rapping
whole
is
thing
just
gets...
a little bit simplistic compared to the other rappers.
Simple.
He ain't rapping like Wayne and Big Pun and Eminem. He's not rapping like those guys. Those guys are rapping. You gotta be able to really rap along with those songs. You know, Jay-Z, I know he said I dumbed down for my audience, double my dollars. They criticized me for it, but they all yell holler. I get it, but when I'm a rapper, so I'm judging you off of rap. Nefu's a rapper also, y'all. We judging off skill as an artist. I don't put Jay-Z up there in the top 5 because his skill is just a little bit simplistic, and I know why he did it. But as far as for what my cup of tea, I would have him a little bit more towards the back of the top 10. That's just me personally. No disrespect. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Rock Nation. Whatever. I did. You know, that's just my. You know what I'm saying. It's no disrespect.
And this is the
personal. You know,
this is a hard list because we're putting dead people in it and alive people. If we just had alive people,
hey, shout out to everyone
on the list. If we just had dead people, none of these guys would make it.
No doubt.
So
it
is.
But while we talking about hip hop, why don't we touch on what's going on in Chicago hip hop? What Big Franco G is a part of the culture in Chicago. Chicago, man. I love you. I love hip hop. I love that gangster shit.
So what you been working on, man? You working on that?
I've been working. I've been looking to make a comeback. Y'all know I had some very serious
the little setbacks.
Drop. They playing DMX. Hey, we did not plan that, y'all.
No, we did.
That was DMX is talking to me right now. That was DMX. He said, Franco, you shouted me out. Here, boom. They just started playing DMX. It was it's the Ghost of X.
Hey, for real.
Hey, shout out. But listen, I want to say, look out for Franco G on the comeback. I got new things in the works, new videos on the way. Catch my freestyles on TikTok and Instagram at Franco the Don. I am headlining a show, at the world famous Cubby Bear in Wrigleyville, and I think it's March 27th. So, you know, if anyone wants to get tickets to that, get up with me, DM me on my socials at Franco the Don everywhere. Franco Bavaria on Facebook, but Franco the Don, everyone knows me, man. My TikTok's doing pretty good right now. Instagram, everything. Holla at me. I'll see what I can do for you. But I just want to say that for Chicago, it seems like the drill scene is a little bit fading out. And a little bit. And it had its time. It blew up. The whole world copied us. We're known as Chirac, even though Chicagoans don't call it Chirac. Some people say Durac, but they don't say Chirac. But long story short is, shout out to all the pioneers of drill music. Shout out to Chief Keef, Dirk, rest in peace, King Von, rest in peace, FBG Duck. We not up here picking nobody's sides. We have to reunite. We have to unite the city, my brothers. We are all from the same struggle. I don't care what gang you in. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what side you from. Please, man, let's put the guns down. Let's get in the studio. Chicago is the most beautiful place in the world. We have the most talented people across basketball, acting, comedy, rap music, producing, singing, R&B, the whole nine, man. We need to break this narrative. People think that we're just gang banging and we killing each other. The fact is Chicago is producing some of the most world spectacular talent that's ever existed. Okay? Ever. You know what I'm saying?
You talk Quincy
please,
Jones,
my brothers, let's put the guns
Kanye
down.
West, you talk
Kanye, R. Kelly, I don't care. He's a Chicago GOAT.
True. Michael Jordan. we produce him. We just produce him.
Yeah, I mean, Derrick Rose, KG, Dwayne Wade, okay, Twister, Common,
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Just to name a couple.
That's just to name
know?
a few. Don't feel disrespect. Hey, G Herbo, Lil Durk, King Von, FBG Duck, Ruger. What's up, G? Hey, Ruger, that's my man's. I know Ruger, that's my man's, Joe. Look out for Ruger. I heard he coming out with some new shit. Shout out to Ruger. Shout out to FBG. Shout out to J Main blowing up on the internet. We not picking sides. We cool with everybody. Hey, you know what? Shout out to who was the Puerto Rican kid that was blowing up? Because I met him a few times.
Which one?
Hey, shout out to Diamond Visuals, the videographer. Shout out to Exclusive Techniques. Shout out to Diamond Visuals. Shout out to Exclusive Techniques. Shout out to Dada Creative. Shout out to I hate to leave anyone out, but shout out to everybody that I've been that's rocked with me along. Shout out to Midnight Cinema where I was the GM for a while, and Paul John. Shout out to those guys too. You know, I used to build the sets over there, and I was running that joint with them for a while. You know, it's all love, man. Hey, man, at this point in my life, I'm all about spreading the love. We all come from the bottom. We all trying to make it up.
Sir.
We stronger together as we are one by one. We got in Chicago, we have, all of us have sometimes we have too much pride. But if we could just manifest that energy together as a brotherhood, unified. Ain't no stopping us.
That's basically what
Ain't
I'm
no stopping us.
You know?
We going to the top. We will be the new hip-hop hotbed like Atlanta was for the past 20 years. Chicago has that potential. Please, my brothers, let's put the guns down, get in the studio. Let's make hit records. The drill music was cool. It's starting to fade out a little bit. So let's make real rap, real records, original. Be original. Shout out to El Hitter. El Hitter was original. Yeah. His flow, his style, them first two songs he had that blew up were fucking incredible. Hopefully he comes out with something big again. I'm looking out for that. I'm looking out for everybody, man. I'm looking out for everyone on the come up in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago, man. Chicago, I love you with all my heart and my soul. Big Franco G, the Chicago Show, episode 2, live from Humble Park, the motherfucking trenches, gangland. We repping out the hood, my brother. What's up? You got anything to say, nephew, to close this thing out?
Yeah, I got a little project coming up. I got I'm producing one of Jap G's album.
Shout out Jap G. What's up, folks? Shout out Jap G.
The album probably gonna be called Bucko, but we're not sure yet.
Okay, dope.
Working on Johnny Nobody, also known as Johnny Perfect, out in Florida too. Headed out there probably next week. Work on a little bit more. Doing a couple projects, just, working everywhere. Rio Calix, my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
The 3-bed doing all of the producing and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Sounds good. Hey, shout out to my lifelong producer, The Real Migraine, Gang Radio. Y'all look out for him. And shout out to my little sister, Shy Majesty. She about to be dropping some new shit, too. She had a baby. God bless the baby. And she back on the come up herself. Hey, Chicago, we love you, man. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. And we going to see you next week for episode 3. Big Franco G, shorty.